As you can see in the demo app, this use case lets the user interact with the model as in a natural conversation. This is a very powerful user experience as popularized by ChatGPT. Now, we are not going to start from scratch. As in previous modules, we have already covered how to handle networking, how to handle streaming, how to set up a backend. As we have followed in a modular approach, we'll be able to reuse what we've done before. And now we simply need to create some new hook on the front end to handle the logic. Let's look at the hook, at its dependencies, and at its interface. As you can see, we are reusing our previous work. First, we need some logic to handle the network. That will be the use chat query hook we have already built. We will need some logic to handle streaming. That will be done with the regeTextStream function we've built in the previous module, and a few types and so on. So all this work was explained in the two previous modules, and we're gonna reuse this as is. Same for the backend, we reuse exactly the same endpoint from the previous model. Now let's look at the interface. Our hook, it takes as input via dependency injections, it takes as input a hook on handling the network, and it takes an init message values. It can be useful to state the starting state of your chat, for instance, to add a system. Now let's look a bit at the chat interface, what is returned by our hook use track. We have an input. The input is simply the text here. We have two booleans, including an is error. We have a message list, which is the list of messages that are displayed on the UI. Then we have some actions. Cancel, to cancel the current stream. Submit, when the user wants to submit. Reset, to restart the conversation from scratch. And set input, when the user types a new character in the input. How are we going to implement this interface? Here are the states of our hook. We have some basic states, so is reading, boolean to know whether it's reading the stream, input as a string, error, set error to keep track of errors during our chat, and then two messages. Why do we get two message states? Because there is one that will be displayed on the UI. It's updated anytime something happens, like a user action or a model completion. And the other one is what we send to, and this state will only change on user input. So now that we've created our state, let's look at a network. Here we made a network call to the backend, and we get a reader from it. So same as last time. So now we got a reader from the network. We need to parse it. So it will be done with a use effect. This use effect depends on reader. And then we call the method regeTextStream. And we pass a handler to the uneven property, and anytime an event is passed, if it's a data event and an LLM chunk event, we update the messages. What do? We find the last message, which is an assistant message, and we add the chunk at the end of the content. And we simply need to make sure to indeed change the refs to preserve React. And then there is still a little bit work to be done. We need to update the states for is reading, is error, and so on as needed. And lastly, the cleanup. Should the component be destroyed mid-stream, we cancel the reader. Now, let's take a look at the actions. Here we have a simple reset. We reset every state to default, and we cancel the current stream. Cancel is the cancel of the reader. And submit. Submit is where we create our new messages. So a user message, an assistant message, and we update the message state. And we are done. We have created a use checked hook encapsulating all the stateful logic of our use case. Let's take a look briefly at the test. We had already explained how to test such a hook in previous module, and it's exactly the same. We're going to reuse the same logic. For instance, we create a mock stream with a previously built mock stream function. We set up a test component to run the hook, and then it's exactly as last time. We create a test. Let's look at one test, for instance. We want to check that the loading state is incorrect. So we set up the stream, the chat, the component. We submit, we enqueue some state, and we check that indeed the chat is loading So we've built our use chat hook. In the next lesson, we will see how to build the UI.